Yo, greats and salutations. Welcome everybody to the next installment of Sherlock Holmes Chapter One. Playing on Xbox Series X to get all that 4K 60 FPS goodness. Yeah, we are in Gilded Cage Part 4. In Part 3, we just completed a puzzle involving some Roman statues to set up this next part of the investigation. But yeah, just want to say thanks for the love and support on the channel as always. Your likes, your subscribe are always greatly appreciated. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in to this investigation. Okay. Let's head back up there then. While he's busy. I don't know when he's coming back. There's these darts again.
Lots of darts. Handy against rodents of all kinds.
Tuscan Trunks. The zoological bestseller Tuscan Trunks provides a most rigorous scientific description of the elephant. It is almost encyclopedic in its analysis and creature's life, both in the wild and captivity. A crucial chapter describes the elephant's mating season, in which they become extremely dangerous. Furthermore, the book features guidance on how to communicate and interact with the big mammal. Crazy. There we go. Diary. Leather notebook, a personal diary owned by Arthur Swift. He describes in considerable detail his personal life and research. More importantly, it tells of a dispute between the archaeologist and Theodore Gilden over the dig site. Dave, 1224. Wow, they've been going at it. Theodore always uses his wealth to shut down complaints. I'd rather he bought a brain with more verification, so that he were smart enough to see the bigger picture. Not everything revolves around your darn elephant. I have only a few months before he will commence construction. He even lacks the imagination to build something beautiful. Ivory baths. The mundanity of it all? Mundanity? I must think less our invaluable history be buried by the inconsequential. So he must want to, I'm thinking Theodore wants to build a zoo over an archaeological dig.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Oh, busted.
Trying to take over my research, are you? I come here to pick up my diary and I find you snooping around. Explain yourself.
Mr. Swift, if that were true, I would have been on my way to the newspaper. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I didn't have a chance to introduce myself properly.
Outrageous! You deceived me, sir. What is the reason for your being here? Who sent you, Mr. Holmes?
Theodore Gilden's premature death brought me here.
Theodore is dead? How can that be possible?
I'm thinking of all the possibilities, and I'm not crossing out anyone who might have been involved. Even his elephant.
Interesting.
The land you're excavating belongs to Mr. Gilden, does it not?
Did I hear an accusation? I have nothing to hide. You can ask me whatever nonsense you've prepared as a token of my diminishing respect towards you.
Very well,
wow.
Mr. Swift. I appreciate your cooperation.
Interesting. Where were you this morning? Let's go with it. Last contact with him. No, last contact with Mr. Gilden.
When was the last time you saw Mr. Gilden?
A couple of days ago, we discussed the site. I believe in the tomb and its secrets. Theodore's patience was stretched, however. He was already inventing new projects. It wasn't a long conversation. I suppose that his daughter will inherit everything now, along with all of the eccentricities and problems.
And not forgetting Goliath.
Eccentricities and problems, Mr. Holmes. One of many.
True. Where were you this morning?
Were you at the site this morning?
Affirmative. This project is taking a lot of my time, as you see. I spend more time underground than on the surface.
When did you learn about Theodore's death?
Just now. You just told me.
And you aren't surprised, shocked? I won't tell anyone if you shed a tear or two. Weren't you partners, after all?
We were. And it is a real shame. But I've seen too many deaths in my life, Mr. Holmes, for the news to truly shake me. Will you allow me to return to my research, or are you insisting on remaining an obstacle?
Oh, I haven't even started yet.
True. Let's go ahead. Let's do the Mind Palace thing.
I
It's fun.
forgot I left some stones unturned. I have to leave.
Let's go ahead into the Mind Palace. Nice. Arthur protects his research. Arthur Swift has dedicated his life to studying the history of humankind. He may not have been willing to see that end. Let's talk to him. We're missing something here. We gotta provide evidence.
You have a weakness for nostalgia. Or, rather, do you use it to record a list of enemies?
Young man, you need to check your moral compass. Reading another person's diary is a sin in every culture that I can think of.
But you aren't answering the question.
You've already read it. Why bother? I simply record my life to keep my memory clean from misinterpretation. Letters and pages don't lie.
But the writer of the text can.
Interesting.
With this book, you attempted to plan an attack on the elephant?
Your insinuations are out of place. Goliath is a frightening animal. All I wished to do was to understand the creature. As any scientist would do, I researched, analyzed, and drew conclusions.
And what conclusion did you draw?
That Theodore Gilden made the animal miserable. He couldn't provide the proper environment for the beast. My interest in the subject ended there.
What's with this box of darts? Is it for a scientific argument?
A little darker than that. Rather for killing the kind of rodents that might nibble a nose or a toe in your sleep.
Let's just say I have to protect myself against a larger animal, such as an elephant. Might it be enough to stop it, make it faint?
If I were you, I wouldn't bank on it.
As far as I can tell, you're a man of the academic world, so this book about Nabe and Laura is just an empirical study?
What? That nonsense? I'd prefer to lose my eyesight than read such trash.
So, you know nothing about it?
I know nothing. I wish I'd never heard of it in the first place, this caricature of science.
Do I hear traces of envy? You're still relatively young that you might find your own Laura.
Perhaps I envy Nabe, for I cannot simply blow people up for distracting me. That's all. You happy now? Wonderful.
Interesting.
What's with this intricate recruitment process? Pro-British workers charge less?
As a head of this organization, I need to secure a productive environment. It's impossible to do so if there are political differences, especially here, where the native population doesn't support our efforts to find the ancient artifacts.
Decent pay can also stimulate productivity and shut down any political discord. Hadn't you thought of that?
You're young. You have time to fritter and fight with everyone you meet. I don't have such a luxury. Our workers receive enough pay for what they do. So don't start a discussion you know nothing about.
Your partner had a very specific attitude towards the things he treasured. Was this habitual for him?
That would have been too much even for him. Don't get me wrong, he had a harsh temper. Like a true businessman, he was ready to burn his competitors to the ground.
But threatening someone physically would have been something new even for him, am I correct?
Absolutely. Besides, I had never seen him this angry. The fellow who received the letter must have been extremely alarmed.
Pretty much.
Gilden's elephant is quite an unusual addition to Cordona's fauna. What is your scientific opinion on that?
No matter how much Theodore loved it, it still remained a wild animal trapped inside a stone pen. Goliath needs savannas, fields, lakes.
I'm sure that Goliath did not have a plan to kill his owner to head to the savannas. What do you think?
No, animals don't kill in a typical sense. I can only presume that it tried to protect itself from captivity, from Theodore. It was a gilded cage that was predestined to break.
Okay, he doesn't have anything to say about
Did this
that.
plan cause a rift in your business relationship with Theodore Gilden?
Nothing like that. Admittedly, we didn't share a common vision of what is more important, the past or the future. In my opinion, we can't build a future without knowing the past.
So you wanted to save the tomb of Vitus here, or perhaps your control over the research?
Only the knowledge that rightly belongs to humankind, nothing less and nothing more.
Remember one of the rules? It seems that you didn't return a tool. Is this knife yours?
Do I look like a fellow who carries a knife? I don't need it.
There are plenty of uses for it on the site, and outside of it.
I have other people to cut ropes for me, Mr. Holmes.
Damn. Got stumped on that one. What about...
Have you seen this person before? The one beside Imogen Gilden?
No, but he's with Imogen, so I suppose that he's a friend of hers. That girl always has her head in the clouds. I could have said Theodore was different, but that wouldn't have been entirely true.
Away with the fairies, was he?
That's one way of putting it. Either way, I don't know much about Imogen's life or her friends. The type of elite that pretends to be educated.
Okay, key evidence collected. Mind Palace. Action. I think actually all evidence collected. Whew. Man, I can't believe we had to go through all those. Some of those I didn't even expect to get a response from. Let's go ahead and enter the Mind Palace real quick. Yep. Finally. Need to find Goliath. Goliath is dangerous right now, but may prove valuable to the case. I need to lure him out by exploiting his lust. Goliath may have killed Theodore. Okay. I think we're good here. Arthur may have fallen on the shed. Arthur may have received his injury while falling on Gilden's shed. This is interesting. Or whittling it down. Vial of perfume. So, and then we're supposed to lure the elephant in with 3, -5, and 4. Okay. Let's go ahead and hook this up. 3. Man, this is crazy. 5, 4. It's our 3 ingredients. Oink. Confirm. Yoink. Wow. I have an idea of how to do just that, but I will need several items. Sturdy gray fabric that can hold a gas, an instrument to mimic an elephant's trumpet call, a strong scent to attract animals, we just made that, and I've seen fabric doll making at the dig site. Okay, let's go over here and snag cloth.
This fabric will work.
Nice. Got that part done. We're gonna have to head back to the boat shop to deal with need to go get the foghorn. Moving with purpose, my friends. Moving with a purpose. Yoink.
It might fool an elephant.
Mrs. Nini seemed to know her sewing inside out. I bet she missed us.
I hope Miss Nini won't misunderstand me.
See, it's time to retrieve the elephant. Mrs. Needy works at the intersection of Knights Road, Trinity Way, and Scalito.
We can become pirates and show them what should be stored in here.
That's hilarious, dude. Yoink. And Mrs. Nene is over here.
He's even been putting...
Hello?
Good day. Hi, Mrs. Nene.
Good day, madam. I've come to you with a special requirement. The tailors on the street can't help me, I'm afraid. Could you make a doll for me?
Oh, Senor Holmes. You taught the police how to do their job, and they found the thief. Of course I will help you. But what sort of doll? A child's doll, such as my great niece might play with?
A little larger than your typical doll.
Signore, I don't understand. Boy, girl, animal, and what color?
Animal, a passionate, perhaps amorous animal.
Ah, Signore, you talk in riddles. I am an old lady who's seen it all. Tell me what you need.
I need a life-size elephant.
I think Mrs. Nini
A
outdid herself
life-size
with this one.
elephant.
Is
What?
that a tail?
This
That's a
is
trunk,
crazy.
John, but I must agree with you that it's a masterpiece.
Well, let's not
It's
waste
a
any time.
masterpiece. That's hilarious. Okay, bum, 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 bum. With the magnificent elephant doll now in possession, I should use the coal gas shed in Gilden's yard to inflate and lure the elephant. Okay. So I gotta head over to the Gilden's house. Yoink. There we go. Business as usual.
The game is on.
So,
The game
what's
is
the
afoot.
plan?
The
I
game
hope
is
it all doesn't go
afoot.
horribly wrong.
We know that the elephant is seeking a female. We can arrange
Elementary,
that.
my dear Watson.
A doll with the appropriate scent might do miracles.
So you're a marriage broker. Well, I suppose that makes me a groomsman. Phew, she is a bit breezy, I must say.
Well, Goliath is eager for a single female elephant in his area. It should be just enough for his taste. You'll need to trust me.
Are we ready? I can't stand the tension.
We're ready. Let's call the elephant.
Wow, 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 wow. Play a salacious trumpet. Play tempting trumpet. That is crazy, dude.
How could anyone resist?
Right. Play a tempting trumpet.
I knew a lady once who said just that.
That's hilarious, dude. Easy. Uh-oh. That could be...
Too bad I'm not an elephant.
It could be him checking it out. Impatient. Cops are like, what the bloody hell?
Take your time, Sherry.
I think actually we did them all. Submissive, teasing, impatient, submissive, tempting. Oh, salacious.
That deserves a slap. And then a kiss.
And here's our lovesick friend.
Wow, 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 wow. Man, he did a pretty good job with it too. Oh, that's hilarious. They even put like lipstick in I don't know.
What is the meaning of this?
Got the
Why are
sexy
you
on.
bringing it here? I won't allow you to leave it.
I assure you that it is only a temporary measure. It won't be long until the elephant is gone, I promise you.
Hilarious. So change up do the police outfit. Oh. Yep. Dear Lord, what is that? Oh my gosh. Yes, John, that's you, dude. That's so you. Got our inspector outfit on. Oh, he's all happy. He's got his sexy with him. Look at John. Ice cream. It's your ice cream. Fresh sprinkles and hot fudge right here.
It injured itself while running through the forest.
Huh. Oh,
There's something in the needle. A feathered fletching. This might be promising.
okay. Key evidence collected.
Peaceful and compliant, almost a gentleman.
Lovely. Tusk. Move on down to the feet, maybe? Trunk.
The left tusk is larger and more worn. You're a left-tusked elephant.
Yoink. Key piece of evidence. Check out the case book. Oh, there is a faint trace of unknown substance in it. Oh no. What are these again? Just 3 and -3. Go ahead and throw up 3 up here. Need a 2 to -5. Got 3 ingredients. I need 2 of these. Good enough. Confirm. Success. Great Scott. There were traces of strychnine inside of it. The amount could kill a human, but was not enough to topple such a large animal. Instead, it most likely aggravated the elephant, causing a fit of rage and burst of strength. So the plot thickens. Okay, let's go to the Mime Palace. Poison dart. Interesting. Arthur and Paul may have shot Goliath. Both Arthur Swift and Paul Perks had the means to shoot the elephant with a dart. Interesting. The third party used Goliath. An unknown third party deliberately shot and poisoned. Third party protected Theodore. And tried to protect Theodore Guyton by shooting a poison dart at the elephant. We're off over here. Arthur may have been at the crime scene. Arthur Swift may have been at the crime scene. Arthur may have been at the crime scene. Paul may have been at the crime scene. Paul Perks killed Theodore Gilden. Arrest Paul, free Goliath. That is what we're going to do. Nice. Yeah, that's, I think, because Swift was at the dig site. Elephant found. Hunting Goliath. Let's see, some ingenuity. Besides the shed containing blah, 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 Arthur said it is not his knife and that he does not use it on his work, which I believe. Arthur was surprised to see Theodore's this aggressive and indiscreet. Arthur Swift only read the book to understand the animal. Let's see, Arthur Swift used his diary to document important things. Anyway, I believe it was Paul Perks because Swift was at the dig site at the time, and yeah, the Paul Perks guy, I mean, just sketchy. He's acting to be a dude, had the bruises, that knife that was found at the crime scene. I believe it was Paul Perks. He's the guilty party. He's the one that set up Goliath to be the failure. So let's get back to the case book again. Art found. Let's go ahead and end the evidence. Was the elephant shot before? Bump, 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 bump. So I believe we have to go and talk to Paul Perks. Back to the yacht club. Yeah, this smug so-and-so isn't going to be so smug anymore. I'm in my police officer outfit. I'm ready to do some arresting. Lady Imogen is not going to be happy. But I believe we have found the murderer. Yes. Perfect music for justice. Oh, that's interesting. No women allowed. No smoke in the workshop. Clean up. Only dry shoes. Don't touch any yacht. Violators will be subjected to severe fines and harsh penalties. Yes, here comes the long arm of the law. Sherlock Holmes, the enforcer. Your time has come, Lady Paul Perks. Your time has come. Accuse.
Did it feel good killing Theodore Gilden after the humiliation and threats?
What? I thought you were blaming Goliath for that.
No, I think you killed Theodore Gilden. Goliath is, unfortunately, a victim of circumstance.
I'm far
True.
better than to kill Gilden. Believe me.
You were at the crime scene. I found your dart. I understand why you killed him.
I can understand why you killed Mr. Gilden. He saw you with his daughter. He checked up on you, yachtsman, smuggler, and a woman. He went so far as to hire some thugs to attack you. Theodore knew your weakness, your career. He forced you into a corner. You're a survivor. You were prepared for the worst, but Theodore surpassed even your worst-case scenario. So you responded accordingly.
I've earned everything myself. Every victory, every trophy, every mangir. I achieved all of it without murder. I don't need to kill in order to win.
And you weren't afraid that he would reveal your secret to the owner of the yacht club or your competitors?
I can control my fear. Trust me, I wouldn't have become a professional athlete otherwise.
But I found your dart.
You see, I managed to capture the elephant. Goliath had a dart stuck in his hide, similar to the ones that you use to kill rodents. My guess is that you used Goliath. A dart can kill a mouse or human, but for an elephant, it's not enough. Strychnine is a powerful stimulant and convulsant. Once the drug was in the bloodstream, Goliath became extremely agitated and so blinded by the flow of energy that he killed his owner.
And my dart is responsible for that.
Yes.
I'd rather use my hands.
You're
Yes,
guilty.
there would have been fewer variables, but after the attack on you, your condition didn't allow for a direct confrontation. So, you used what you had.
That's not what happened. Anyone might have the same set of darts as I do. They're not expensive.
But not everyone knew Theodore and had access to his property.
True. See? The game is
You were at the
afoot.
crime scene at the precise moment when Gildan died.
I was not. I was visiting the doctor after the attack on me.
Ah, of course, where no one saw you.
How convenient.
That's an inconvenience. But in any case, the person who was there met the rage of the elephant. One was struck by the gate with such impact that they were thrown into the shed. The knife fell out. The bruises on your elbow match the contour of the hole in the shed.
Busted.
But I told you where my bruises came from.
And
Lies.
I heard you, but you didn't catch my words. A bosun's knife was found there, a very specific tool commonly used in your field.
True. That was my
That's only
thing.
your assumption.
Bosun's knife at the crime
I was
scene.
never there. I mean, I was, but not when this happened.
Sorry. You're busted.
I revealed many truths and lies concerning Gildan. One banal fact is that he was a bitter and angry man who acted according to his own desires and impulses. Such people are dangerous, they are unpredictable, and value their own comfort more than anything and anyone. The same as you, Paul.
Are you out of your mind?
You're a gambler, smuggler, and actor. You indulge your self-importance. Such egocentricity and impulsivity is frightening. I won't
Oink.
allow you to play with someone else's life. You are
Egocentricity.
under arrest.
Wait,
That's right.
at least tell Imogen. Tell her where I am.
I think she
not.
deserves a space without you. I heard you can gamble on racing in prison, only it's rat racing. No yachts. Goodbye, Paul.
Oh, brutal.
Why did you pick my Paul? Out of all the people on this island. Just when I
Yoink.
needed someone I could rely on.
Believe me, I saved you. I found the true murderer. Would you really choose to live with the person who took your father's life?
You took away the pillar I was relying on. Paul was my only hope. You've destroyed it.
It was Paul who destroyed it, not me. I was merely the fact-checker who discovered the real culprit. And now about that elephant.
Oh yes, Goliath. You did nothing about it. I had to deal with it. Fortunately, there was a real man wanting to help me. He agreed to buy Goliath and relocate him to his property.
I suppose I must congratulate you.
I'd rather you leave.
Oh,
But
dang.
first, here are my father's belongings.
Oh, okay.
Some of them have information about your mother. Take them and leave me be.
I appreciate it, Miss Gildan. I assure you, I only wanted to find the true perpetrator.
Perhaps. Or perhaps you found a convenient scapegoat. Goodbye.
I truly hope you meet more honest people in the future. Take care.
Nice. And done. That was a huge case. Boy, man. That's, I'm telling you, the Imogen gal. Ungrateful so-and-so. Crazy. What do we got here? Letter from Violet to Theodore Gildan. My dear Theodore, you know I value our friendship more than most other bonds. We share the same restless soul, and your acceptance and support in trying times has been a blessing. I'm endlessly grateful for the turn of fate that saw Seeger and I join the same expedition as you. It changed my life for the better. Nevertheless, I'm not blind, nor a hypocrite. I know that your feelings towards me have deepened. Forgive me, Theodore. I do not feel the same as you do. I must spare you the pain of one-sided love before it is too late. Please, see the enclosed necklace you so thoughtfully gifted in remembrance of our adventure together. I cannot in good conscience continue to wear it. I know this letter will cause you such hurt, and for that I can but only apologize deeply, yet my heart is with Seeger, who is still unaware of your desires. If this sees the end of our friendship, I will understand, but I truly hope we can continue to share the conversations, collaborations, and kindnesses that have brought me such joy all these years. Respectfully, Violet. Interesting. The plot thickens indeed. Check the backside? No? Okay. Just the front side.
My mother always wore this around her neck until one day it disappeared. I was wondering where it went. She said it was a birthday present from a good friend.
She wasn't lying. She wasn't lying. Uh-oh. Cutscene. Oink. Mother. Mother. Father.
I just had another glimpse of a memory, John. It's fuzzy, but I'm sure it happens somewhere in the manor.
John? John, wherefore art thou, John? Alright, y'all, we are going to take a pause for the cause right here, right now, man. And that's, yeah, congrats to the individual that won the free copy of the game. That's, I will actually get the info and hook you up and just let me know what platform you want. PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, or PC. Until then, my friends, I will and shall catch you guys on the other side. Peace.